episode, and this time what I'll be preparing is on the Indian theme again. I will be preparing Coles home brand Palak Paneer. If you're not familiar with Palak Paneer, it's an Indian dish, Northern Indian I do believe, and what it is, it's cottage cheese cubes in a spinach puree, which some people, might think, ooh, that doesn't sound particularly appetizing, but actually it's one of my favorites. It's really nice. A former vegetarian, a good friend of mine, introduced me to it. He's not a vegetarian anymore, but anyway, he was back then, and this was one of his favorites, and he converted me. It's one of my favorites as well. And the meat component, or fish component, will be Coles home brand tuna, smoke flavour. So I don't know if I've had the Coles before, but I have had smoke flavoured tuna single serves before, so they're quite nice. The dessert will just be Woolworths home brand muesli bars, no artificial colours or flavours, source of whole grains. And the drink will be Coles home brand mocha, instant coffee drink. So that's going to be interesting. You get 10 in that, you get how many in this, you get 8 in that, and all the prices are pretty much, there's $3, I think that's going to cost you like 40 cents, and that's going to cost you about 60 cents, so yeah, or less, yeah, so it's all pretty cheap. Again, budget theme. Now, I'm really stuffed, knackered, tuck it out, because I've been doing a heap of work here at home. Not in my home, but another house, and I'm buggered. I really am. So I'm winding down, and I'm just enjoying currently what is my favourite beer at the moment to drink, and that is Irish Kilkenny Irish Ale. And if you haven't tried it, give it a try, because it is really, really nice. Like, let me have a taste. It's very mild. It's not hugely bitter. It's just, it goes down really easy, and it's very, very nice. The Irish know how to make beer. The can comes with what's called a widget. So it's a nitrogen capsule. When you just slightly pop it, it lets out the nitrogen, and you get this big creamy head on it. Generally speaking, the beer is pretty flat, which is good, because the Germans, when they pour a beer, they just go, and you just get a massive head, and people go, what are you doing? And they go, well, do you want a stomach full of gas, or do you want a stomach full of beer? Yeah. I'm allowed to do German accent, okay? I'm not being racist, because I'm part German, and I have lived there. I lived in Germany, so I'm allowed to do it. Yeah, that's the rules. Apparently that's the rules. If you're from that racial group, or have lived there, or are related somehow, then you can do it, but no one else is allowed to do it. So anyway, but I have no Irish in me that I know of. It's quite possible. In any case, something else that I'm going to be doing this episode is teaching people how to cook rice. Yeah, I know. You're probably thinking, what are you talking about? How would you know how to cook rice? Well, I'm a rice aficionado. I love rice. I could eat rice every day. Doesn't matter what kind of rice. I just love rice. And it's been a mission of mine for a very, very, very long time to figure out how to cook rice properly, because it either ends up gluggy, or this or that, and you know what? I did finally discover it. I think it was on another YouTube channel. Pardon me, beer. And apparently it's called the Persian method. Now, I don't know why it's called the Persian method, because you actually utilise a potato in cooking it. So as far as I know, potatoes are from the Americas, the New World. There were no potatoes in Persia. But in any case, that's apparently the method, and it is the best method. I've tried every method. I've tried all the It's an absorption method, but with a twist. So, in any case, I'll get along and I'll show you how to cook excellent rice, the best rice, especially for frying. If you want to prepare rice to fry, this is it. So I'll get along and I'll show you how to do that. See you in a minute. Okie dokes. Might be there. So I'm using my Mora. This is my go-to kitchen knife at the moment. My Mora 748, Mora Canoe 748. And their description, like I've said a few times, is camp and hike. Camp and hike knife, yeah, it really looks like it. Nah, it's a kitchen knife really. So what I do is I take a couple of slices off like that. Then, it's the proper technique, the fingers. The only rule is don't slice them too thin. If you do slice them too thin, you can just overlap them, because I do overlap them a bit anyway, because you don't want the rice touching the steel of the pan. Do this without slicing my fingers open. Yep. So there's the potato prepared. Put that there. Next thing you need to do is to wash the rice. Yes, wash the rice. Some people say no, rice doesn't need to be washed. Yes, it does. And there you go. There's a measure of rice. I go by eye. There's a measure of rice, and now I'll go and wash the rice. Okay, so what you do is you wash the rice thoroughly, get all the, I don't know what's in there that makes it all cloudy, but wash it all that out so it's pretty clear. The water's pretty clear. Let it drain in a sieve. Then you want to get the water to boil. So what I do is add a heap of salt. Some people might say, oh, you're putting too much. You're only boiling it in it. And trust me, it's not going to soak up that much. I also put pepper in it at this stage. I like a lot of pepper. Then, to stop, once it's boiling, to stop it from frothing up, I just put a bit of peanut oil in there. That creates film over the top, stops it from frothing over. So we'll get that to the boil. Okay, water's boiling, good rolling boil, that's what you want. Then you get the rice that you've drained, washed and drained, chuck it in. Make sure it starts rolling again so the rice doesn't get stuck to the bottom. Typically you always will get a few grains stuck to the bottom now and then. So that's good and rolling. Turn it down a bit. Now, 22:09, wrong time, but add 4 minutes. So 22:13. Now, if you're using long grain rice, this is basmati, 4 minutes maximum. Into a rolling boil, chuck the rice in. It's rolling in. 4 minutes maximum for long grain rice. Medium grain rice, Chinese rice, is typically 5 minutes. So this might sound strange to people who've never seen this method before, but trust me, it works. So long grain rice, basmati, 4 minutes maximum. So we'll let that boil. Okie dokes, back again. Now, this is the interesting part. So the rice is boiled for 4 minutes, and the moisture contained in the rice, just from boiling for 4 minutes, will be enough to steam cook the rice through thoroughly. So, same pan, you've got to put some oil in the bottom, so it covers the bottom of the cooking vessel, covers the bottom. Then you start laying down potato all the way around, so it covers the bottom thoroughly. Otherwise you will burn the rice. I know, because I've done it. Can I get a big enough potato? Yeah, we'll manage. There we go. Maybe that piece. That piece and yeah, that piece. Alright, so what I've done is I've covered the bottom, layer of oil, and then the potato slices on top. of that oil. Then you get your rice, which is drained, and it's not hard, it's not cooked obviously. So I forgot to say I put a bay leaf in there while it was boiling. So you put the rice in there. Just even it out. Stick that bay leaf in there so it'll keep cooking in there. Just even it out. So it's nice flat surface on the top, even surface. There you go, nice flat surface. Then this is the interesting part. You need what we call here in Australia a tea towel, a dishcloth. Put it there like that. It's doubled over. Put the lid on. And just gather it up around so it doesn't catch fire when you put it back on the heat. Get it there like that, and you put it back on the heat. Okay, so we've put it back on the heat, but as you can see, it's really low. Don't have it too high, don't have it too low, otherwise it'll take ages to cook. Don't have it too high. So I have it about there. I have no idea what. It depends on what your stove is like, what your cooktop is like. I'll have it on there. In fact, I'll turn it up just to see the red glow of the plate, and then turn it back to about there. Now you'll leave it. Could be 20 minutes, could be half an hour, could be 40 minutes. It all depends. They say oh no, you shouldn't take the top off it and do anything and check it. No. Rubbish. Take the top of it, check it out. If it's cooked through, there you go. You can always, regularly I will add a little bit more water. If it's taking too long and it's not cooked through yet, just add a little bit more water in the middle, and yeah, give it another 10 minutes. So we'll wait for that to cook. So while we're waiting for the rice to cook, we'll heat up the Palak Paneer. It says immerse in boiling water for 3 to 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't think it's going to really matter if you immerse it in boiling water for longer than that. So we'll wait for the water to boil, let that go for 5 minutes, and we'll be back. Just as an interlude, I wanted to give you a shot at my neighbour's orchid, the pink flowered orchid. I don't know what the name of it is, I don't know what the species, genus, whatever it is, but that thing flowers for weeks on end. Those flowers have already been on there for 3 weeks. No joke. Quite amazing. Beautiful. Something to look at. Okay, so the Palak Paneer is almost heated up. Now I did check the rice, and it's a little bit hard. We'll add a little bit of water. You hear that? More. No big deal. A little bit more moisture because it's a little bit dry. So in about another 10 minutes that will be done. Okay, let's check the rice. Yeah, that's cooked. One of the problems that a lot of people make, one of the mistakes that a lot of people make is that they overcook their rice. You should be able to bite through it without any resistance. But it shouldn't be sticking together like a gluggy mess, unless you're making glutinous rice. Yeah. Normally, I would put it in a big wok that I have and fry it, but I'm not going to, because it's not frying the rice is not an Indian thing. Although I have been to Indian restaurants where I know for a fact that they do fry their rice before they serve it. Okay, so now we'll get to serving. Alright, ready to go. The utensils that I will be utilising to eat will be Essential KFS set stainless. Now, pretty cheap, I got it from here in Australia from BCF, so yeah, they get a free plug. Now, the case that it comes in is not very good because it's like top of its mesh and it gets caught up. So yeah, bad move there. But it's a good KFS. KFS stands for, if you went in the military, KFS stands for knife, fork, spoon. Now, the holder is both a bottle opener and a can opener, and it's not pissy. It's quite sturdy, so that's really good. The knife is like, yeah, quite sturdy. Whoops, not do that. The fork, yeah, everything's like really quite heavy gauge. The spoon, look at the size of that spoon. That's what I call a spoon. Alright, that's a nice big spoon. The only issue that I have with this is the bag, top of its mesh, and it does get caught when you're trying to pull it out. Pardon me. And the edges are quite sharp, so yeah, not too crash hot. I forgot to get my drink. I'll just be back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. Now, let's check this out, this Palak Paneer, see if it's authentic. Let's check the taste out. Try some of this. I'm using a spoon. It says authentic Indian recipe. I've got to tell you, that's really, really good. It's got chili in it, so you don't have to add anything. Yeah, it's got a fair bit of chili in it actually for people who are sensitive to chili. It's got a, does it say how much chili it's got in it? Paneer pieces simmered in vibrant spiced spinach sauce with hints of tomato and onion. Yeah, that's got a fair bit of chili in it, so don't go adding any chili in it. It's got no salt, but so yet again, being a salt addict, I'll add some salt. Yeah, and I do like my pepper. Now, just to make a note, this is not normally how I eat. I don't normally eat pre-prepared meals. I don't eat pre-prepared meals at all, but for the sake of the videos, I am. So we'll open up the tuna, and have to use the fork. I don't know if I'll keep using that spoon. Let's try the tuna. Smoky tuna, smoke. I do like smoke flavoured tuna. Yeah, and this Palak Paneer. See, that's, oh wow. Normally, when I'm at an Indian restaurant and I get Palak Paneer, it's actually like cubes, like, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch size cubes of cottage cheese. This is sort of like slices. It's almost like, yeah, that doesn't have the consistency of cottage cheese. It's consistency more of like soy. But those flavours are definitely Indian. Yeah, they obviously got an Indian consultant for this recipe. Yeah. That's excellent, I have to say. I'm shocked. Yeah. I'm totally shocked. This tuna is good. But this Palak Paneer, got a bit of potato there in the rice. That's alright. You might ask, what do you do with the potato at the base of the pan? Later on in the night, when I get peckish, I'll go, I've got some fried potato in that pan, so I have it as a snack later on. Normally, with that Persian method, what they do is they cook the rice that way, and they pile it up and they put the potato all the way around it. I don't. This is like really good. The cottage cheese, I'd swear that was just slices of soy. Those flavours, fantastic. Yeah, got to give it to them. And quite spicy. If you're sensitive to chili and spices, don't get this. Now, the drink is Cole's Mocha instant coffee drink. So we'll have a taste of that. A little bit bland, not too bad. It's chocolatey. You can taste, pardon me, you can taste the chocolate in it. The dessert is, pardon me, ooh. It's got so much chili in it that I'm starting to hiccup. No artificial colours or flavours, muesli bars. Pardon me, yogurt, strawberry flavour. I'm starting to hiccup. That's got a hell of a lot of chili in it, which I like, but if you're sensitive to it, ooh, don't get it. If you like Indian food and you like chili, ooh, this is the bomb. Now we'll try the muesli bar. It's got a yogurt base. It's chewy. Supposed to be yogurt and strawberry. Yeah, very oaty, obviously. Very strawberry flavour, heaps of strawberry flavour in there, but it says that it's no artificial colours or flavours, so yeah. I don't know how they got the strawberry flavour in there without actually chucking strawberries in there. Yeah, but that's quite nice. Not bad at all, very cheap. And the mocha is, again, nice. That's nice, yeah. Another budget meal that you can take out with you that doesn't weigh a ton, you know, and cost the world. And this, oh man, this, I'll tell you what, this is excellent. It's really good. Yeah. I'm shocked. I'm surprised actually. I'm really surprised. That is the bomb. If you like Indian food, get this. If you like spicy Indian food, get this. I think I'm going to buy this just to eat generally because it's that good. Because this is where I live. It's a small country town, and there's one Indian restaurant, but their food is not, yeah, they're crash hot. And it's not Northern Indian, which is what I prefer. But yeah, so all of these, the Cole's home brand tuna, smoked flavour, really good. The Palak Paneer, $3, excellent. That's definitely worth $3 any day. The Cole's Mocha, very nice. My nose is starting to run from the chili. The muesli bars, the Woolworths muesli bars, very nice. So all in all, excellent. But this, yeah, get it. If you like, again, if you like Indian food and spicy food, like I bring some chili just in case. Don't need it. Definitely do not need it. So try it, you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you next time.